Alright, we made it back, but things aren't looking too great. I have the same amount of lives as I had before, so I'm probably gonna get another game over. Let's see how we can do. Whoa, good job, Charles. I love the music that plays during the boss fights, I'm not gonna lie. There, we took care of him. Now let me scratch inside my ear real quick. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, actually, I had to use a continue in this playthrough, so it's actually kind of funny that I made it this far. Yes, I actually managed to get one, if you can believe it. You have to get a shit ton of points, though, to get one, so, yeah. Now, welcome to the favorite level of a lot of people. Mine, it was okay, but one that, whoa, you know, I didn't really like too much, I'm not gonna lie, because, like, you know, you get points for bouncing off these, which is cool, right? They took that out of later games, which I hated. If you get stuck in between those, you die, which is another thing I didn't like. Oh, shit. The music's actually pretty decent, though, in the game, too. And what's funny is if you look around, it looks like this casino was built just for Sonic, right? No. But, you know, it does make you feel welcome by showing portraits of you everywhere. You got this cool little snaky path here. And then you got these little elevators, which just lead you to different areas, and you can't go back once you've taken them, so, you know, choose carefully. This guy, he will block any oncoming and above attacks. So you have to attack him like that if you want to kill him. Remember, there is no point in killing enemies, though, for the most part, except for saving animals and getting a few points. Like a few points here and there, but other than that, it's up to you if you want to do it or not. Oh, I never get that one. There's a little secret here that you have to go through. You'll get a 1-up for your troubles. Another thing about, like, I love about this game is the music actually will stop if you actually fall, you know, into, like, you know, once you get a 1-up and it goes through its thing, you know, if it goes through it all, it actually will, you know, stop. So, yeah. Really, I can't really think of anything else I really need to talk about the game. Wow, that was close. Except I did learn something while off screen. It seems like determined how you're going to get a Chaos Emerald opportunity or not is determined on how much readings you have. So all of you guys who said that in the last episode, if you did in the comments, know that, like I said, like a lot of people say when they do Let's Plays, I do a bunch of these in a row. Especially since I plan to do as many as I can in a row tonight, so, you know, I might even try to beat the game tonight if I can help it. So if you guys give me any advice, I will respond to you, of course, as always, in the comments saying thanks, you know, for the advice. But chances are we'll probably already know it by the time you do it, so just keep that in mind. Another super shoe. I'm not actually sure what the point of the super shoe is, except for, like, making you go in fast speed at all times. Oh shit. My bad. can't afford to, you know, get a game over here, because it is like impossible for me to get back to this place. And tonight's playthrough, I might have to take a break if that happens. Which I know would be disheartening after what I just said, but you know. Actually, fun fact, in this place right here, you can actually use this launcher right here, and if you are skilled, you can actually aim yourself into this little slot machine here, and I can't get it. Come on. Depending on what you get. Wow. You'll get rings, and if you get 3 Eggmans, which is usually what I usually get, you will lose all your rings. You won't die. You'll just get all your rings taken away, and that's what I usually get. So that's why I was kind of like shocked that I got jackpot on my first try. Kind of like, huh, okay. Kind of kills my theory of Let's Play curse that I was having. Whoa, whatever. I don't really need that down there. Though I will probably be losing these rings at some point. Well, god damn it! I knew that was coming too. If you actually leave, like, you know, a checkpoint that's giving you an opportunity like that, it'll disappear. So don't worry about trying to get back to it. It disappears the second you off-screen it. That was weird, like the sound stopped for a second there. You can kind of manipulate the game a little bit if you just keep holding to the right here. You'll keep rolling up that thing, but there, got it. Because I want to kind of go over here just to show this off. You got another launch spot here, and it'll just launch you up there. What you want to do is eventually just want to fall down here. Hit this just right so you don't continuously bounce off that, like I've gotten stuck doing one time. There's a second elevator here. Is it here? Yeah. If you take this up, you'll get yourself a star, for one thing. And basically you just kind of like this like whole area of just slot machines and stuff and coins, which I just missed out on another opportunity for one thing. Oh, please land, please land. Stop. Now, this boss is actually kind of annoying. See, what you have to do is you have to throw yourself up the wall and hit him, like that. You can only get one hit on him each time. And your buddy Tails will screw you most of the time. And this one, he's not screwing me now, which is actually kind of lucky for me. And this is the only way I've known of to do this. Any other time I've tried to do this, I could never get it, because what you're supposed to do is use the launcher things to get up to him, you know, and hit him. But every time I've tried to do that, it just doesn't work. So I do this instead. He takes a few hits though, so you gotta be careful. I gotta admit though, the boss design for this is actually pretty awesome. It's just too bad I lost all my rings. Never in my life have I been able to keep all, 100 of my rings if I ever get them. Oh, let me grab this a little bit. Okay, good, just stand right there. Bounce up. Okay, hit him. Stay right here. Yeah. Now, something I forgot to mention, which I just killed him, which is amazing. How fast you go, doing this. If you hold A, you only go like the basic speed, which is that. If you tap A, you'll shoot a little bit faster. That's why I always tap A, if you're wondering. I don't know if you hear me tap it, but that's what I'm doing. Anyway, there's the casino level. And here's one of my favorite songs in the game. Besides Chemical Plant. Anyway, that's pretty much the entire song right there. And the reason why I like this level so much is because instant death is not really like around in this place too much, except for this one area of the, like I think it's, I don't know if it's on the first one or the second level of it, but there's just like this one area where you can get squashed if you're not fast enough. But you know, for the most part, it's kind of relaxing. You know, after all the crap you've been through, this is kind of nice level, kind of simple. Well, for the most part, I guess. You know, for a platforming level, it's not too bad. Oh, for this is so much fun. Hold down, you'll go through that. When I was a kid, I couldn't figure that out for the life of me, though, so it's kind of funny. It took me a while to actually, you know, literally figure that out. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Ah. Well, they went on my rings. That's okay. There's one of my favorite enemies in the game. It's just kind of cute. It doesn't look like it would be dangerous, but it actually shoots fire at you if you stand near it too long. Kind of like a piranha plant. Oh, come on. Whoa. There you go. Got a star. Not sure how good. Yeah, this is it. See how the ground's like kind of rising a little bit. You gotta wait for it to go back down here. The star makes that so much easier. If you don't have the star, you get hit by that bunch. Trust me, I know. I didn't get to really show it too much because I was, like, screaming through it, more or less. Screaming speed. We're actually doing pretty good on lives. We actually have 4 now. That's actually not bad for me. Usually I have, like, 2 at all times. Whatever. Let's go. The AI for Tails is kind of silly in this game, I'm not gonna lie. Basically, he's supposed to repeat, unless you have a 2-player for him, which you can do. He will act your way, like he will always do whatever Sonic does. And since I haven't talked about it much yet, let me just kind of go over what the multiplayer is. There's 2 types of multiplayer. There's the one you saw when we first started the, you know, Let's Play, so to speak. And then there's the one where you play 1-player mode, but with a second controller in the port. If you do that, the second player can play as Tails in 1-player mode and give you a hand. Basically what he does is, oh shit, he will, plain and simple, like attack enemies for you and stuff so you won't get killed. For the most part, it works rather well, but there is one major flaw in that plan. If you try to do it that way, I might have to just ride the lava up. Oh crap, come on. There we go. There we go, we're safe. But like if you do it that way, whoa shit, you don't want to get caught in that. What happens is, since Tails is actually slightly slower than Sonic, you constantly get left behind. And every time you get left behind, well, Tails gets killed and you have to wait for him to catch up to you to, you know, play 2-player mode again. And if I just keep jumping in place, he'll never land, right? Well, when me and my brother used to play that way, since we thought it was fun to kind of play that way instead of playing multiplayer mode, since the multiplayer mode isn't really that entertaining. Because you can never really beat the game in multiplayer mode, by the way. That's just something I forgot to mention. you can always just be mean to your friend and not let them play, you know. Okay, so it's only 50. Okay, let's do this then. Of course, as always, this one's going to be a little bit harder. Can't remember what this one introduces though. Is this the one that introduces the flying gems? Well, rings. I'm sorry, I got gems on the mind. I don't really know why. Okay. Get 100. Oh, and I tested the theory. As long as you don't... Oh shit, I forgot about that. As long as you don't get over the amount you need, you can get as many as you want. At 21 rings, yeah, there's no way. Problem with this is if Tails gets hit, I think you lose your rings too. I don't know if he loses just his. I don't know. I think you also lose yours, which sucks because, you know, he's gonna get hit because his AI is programmed slightly slower than yours. If you have a 2-player, it makes that a lot easier. Oh, this boss is so much fun. I love this boss. So once again, you can't... Well, I didn't have any rings, so that was kind of a bad example. But you can't get insta-killed during this fight. Where are some rings? Listen, I'm not really gonna regret that, but no, okay. Here's some. That's good enough. During this fight, he can shoot you with that flame, right? Which you can just hide from it by doing this. Coming down here, hiding. I forget he does that. I was gonna say there's no way I'm gonna survive because I didn't know that happened. I mean, I saw it happen the first time, but my stupid ass self was like, if I jump high enough, I'll be okay, and then I died. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was right, stupid. Come on, think harder next time. Which this game is pretty much that in a nutshell. It's trial and error. Jump. And he's gone. Of course, you can die still afterwards. I don't know about you. I want to go back into lava with my, like, top of my submarine thing missing. Anyway, there's the hilltops. I forget what it was actually called, if that's what it was or not. And welcome to the worst level in the world. Mystic Cave is basically a huge butt maze. You can kind of go any number of ways to get through it, but it's also extremely easy to die in. But I think this is a great point to stop for a while, take a break, and you know, for all you watching out there, if you are watching this and I have another one up at the time, you know, go and get yourself something to snack on, you know, calm your nerves a little bit, because I'm sure if you're like me, when you watch someone play, you're like, oh my god, is he gonna die here? Oh my god, you know. Like I've been watching, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I think there's a chance you guys can see what movies I've liked, what videos I've liked. You've probably been seeing me watch a lot of horror movies lately, like on YouTube, like a lot of horror games. And the whole time I'm like, when's he gonna get scared? When's he gonna get scared? When's he gonna get scared? And I forgot if I mentioned this or not, but don't give me any please don't give me any suggestions to play those games. Like, I won't play Slender and I won't play Five Nights at Freddy's. Those are two games that I know of that I won't play. Like, absolutely not going to happen. So, like even if I had a way to record it, which I don't yet, but if I decide to start doing computer games, I'm going to need to get one. So yeah, I do know that, but just so you know, I have no plans to play either one of those games. I do have something in the works that is horror related that I'm going to be playing, and it's a game that I'm probably going to be laughing at, to be honest, more than I'm going to be scared, because in general it's really not that terrifying of a game in my opinion, but we'll have to wait and see how that's going to turn out. But when we come back to this, we will take on the Mystic Cave, and just so you know, in the next episode I'm going to have those 3 rings grabbed just so I can mark my place. So we're going to be moved from where we are to the right behind that pillar where those rings are. Okay, just so you know. Till then everyone, bye.